course you gotta have the whiteboard, you know what I'm saying? All right, I'm ready to go. You guys ready? All right, sweet, nice. 3, 2, 1. Shiki boom. Hey everybody, Vic Strizius here, and welcome to this special video presentation on how to become a super affiliate. My goodness, I gotta tell you, over 190,000 people have been waiting to get access to this presentation, and for a good reason. If you're a marketer, if you're promoting something right now, if you're an affiliate, if you're somebody who is promoting an informational product or building a company, building a team, how do you do it better, right? Look, so for example, take a look at this. If you are here, this is what we're going to be covering in this video, right? If you are here right now, all right, you are at point A, and you want to get to point B over here, right? So maybe this point B is your goal. You started in this industry and you want to make an extra, I don't know, $10,000, all right, a month is what you're going for, right? Maybe you just got started, or maybe you have been at it for a little bit, right? But you want to go from here to here fast, right? How do you do that? Well, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about here. In fact, here's what I'm going to be sharing with you. I'm going to share with you how I started from zero myself and raised myself to a super affiliate status, generating over $100,000 per week in sales. Okay? And how you can model some of this stuff. I think it's going to be really, really good for you. Now, let's begin with this. What is a super affiliate? So I'd like to identify and kind of get into this, because we're going to dive straight into this training, because, there's one thing that I learned in my business career as an online marketer over the last decade, and that one thing allowed me to literally go from being nobody, from struggling and not getting any sales, to raising myself to a super affiliate status. And a super affiliate is somebody who can drive large amounts of sales at will for any product, any company, any niche at any time. So this is basically, the best affiliates, promoters out there in the industry, the top 1%. Of them. So that's exactly what we're going to be talking about, and how you can do certain things in a certain way to get yourself there fast. Okay, and very, very few people know what understand this stuff, and specifically what I'll be teaching you. So it's going to be very interesting. Listen, get comfortable, right? I'm going to go rather quickly, so if you are taking notes, take notes, but because I'm going to give you massive amounts of information here. I'm going to give you a lot of golden nuggets that, if applied in your business, I believe can completely transform your business virtually overnight. Just like that, my friend, because I've done it for myself, many, many other people. It's been proven and it works. All right. So if you want to go from wherever you are right now and just crush it virtually overnight, pay very close attention, close off your chats, your Facebooks, all that stuff. We're going to be talking about this, because I'm not here to talk about myself. I really want to talk to you about you right here, right? And a lot of you know me. A lot of you probably here for the first time. So we'll meet each other here in a moment, right? Before we do anything, I want to give you this fine print, my friend, right? Here's the thing. I will be showing you extraordinary things, and very few marketers and business coaches can show you the kind of stuff that I'm going to be showing you here, right? I am not a typical marketer, okay? And please understand that. My results are definitely not typical. And you know what? Speaking of typical, you don't want to be typical either, right? Typical marketers make no money. Typical marketers have no business. Typical marketers struggle. You don't want to be typical, right? So we're going to be talking about stuff that's not typical. I cannot or will not guarantee you any income or result whatsoever. Listen, I don't know you, right? If anybody guarantees you anything, and especially in business, they're probably lying to you about other things too. So my friend, all I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you and just kind of take you behind my business curtain, so to speak, and show you what's working for me right now, today, okay? What's getting me the best results. And so, feel free to model this information, feel free to model these ideas, and in fact, I hope, that you go out there and you model some of this stuff, because it's really, really cool. It works extremely well for me. Pretty sure if you model some of these strategies, it can probably work really, really cool for you as well. But, hey, it's going to be up to you to implement them, and put them to action. And if you don't have a business right now, if you're not promoting anything, if you're just looking to get started, I think it's going to be really, really cool way for you to get into the game and actually, start producing and start succeeding from the get-go, right? So we'll talk about this. Now, here is another thing. This is not for everybody, all right? Here's who this is for. I want to be very, very specific, because I may not know you, you may not know me, so I don't want to be wasting your time over here. So, let me just tell you who this is for, who this is not for. This is for an affiliate marketer who wants to crush it. So if you are promoting an affiliate offer, right? Maybe somebody else's product, ClickBank products, or any other affiliate offer where somebody else owns the product, right? And you're just promoting for commissions. This is going to be for you. If you're a network marketer who wants to become a top earner, so if you're building a team as a network marketing representative or in the network marketing company, maybe you're building a multi-level marketing company, right? You're building a team. You want to become a top income earner in whatever you're doing in that company. You want to crush your competition, right? No matter the size of the company, this is for you. If you are somebody who's just getting started and you have no product, you have no website, but you're very, very hungry, like Les Brown says, right? He says, like, you gotta be hungry, man. You gotta be hungry, right? If you're hungry for success, my friend, if you're hungry, if you failed over and over and over again, right? If you're like, man, I just wanna finally succeed in this thing, right? Online marketing thing. This is for you. We're going to be talking about exactly how do you do that, right? Now, this is not for the following people. This is not for somebody who is unwilling to entertain a new idea or approach. If you're so set in your whatever you're doing right now, you're unwilling and you're just so closed-minded that you're not going to entertain any new ideas, this is not for you. You might be wasting your time here, right? If you're somebody who is selling a commodity type product, such as, corn, wheat, light bulbs, I don't know, lights or whiteboards or whatever else, right? This is not necessarily going to be directly for you, not this particular presentation, right? We can talk about some of that stuff other time. This is not for somebody who is comfortable where they are now and doesn't want to grow or scale, all right? So if you're comfortable with where you are right now, if you're whatever amount of money you're earning right now, you don't want to scale it, you don't want to grow it, you don't want to expand it, you're cool, right? You might be wasting your time over here because we're going to be talking about how do you break the record in whatever you're doing. How do you set a new a new record for your company, for your sales quota, for yourself as a marketer? That's what we're going to be talking about, okay? Simple ideas, my friend, but work like magic, all right? We're going to talk about this. Now, if we never met, all right, you might be wondering, who is this Vic guy, right? How do I, why should I listen to him? Who is he? Let me, if I may, right, with your permission, introduce myself. I didn't have a chance to introduce myself yet, so let me tell you a little bit about who I am, so you have a little bit of an idea, right, of who you're listening to and who this guy, Vic guy is. So, I'm a 31-year-old husband, father of 5, almost 6. Thank you, Jesus. Been married for over 10 years now. Currently live in South Dakota, and this is a picture of my beautiful family that God has gifted me with. I am an entrepreneur, a speaker, author, and business coach. I am known as a go-to strategist for traffic and conversions in this industry. I'm creator of products you might have heard of, such as Internet Traffic Formula, High Traffic Academy, founder of High Traffic Academy actually, and some of the highest converting marketing systems and funnels that in the industry. I, been fortunate enough and blessed and privileged enough to work and coach over 87,000 students now that have gone through our trainings directly. Not like indirect stuff, but direct trainings from me. Over 87,000 students from over 150,000 from over 150 countries around the world. Here is what you. At the end of the day, I'm the guy who loves the Lord. I love my family and I love people. That's what drives me. Business is great, and if you can do certain things in a certain way in business, everything else is just gets taken care of, right? Miraculously. So I might be a little weird in one area though, right? Unlike a lot of marketers that you see out there, I built my business on a little bit of a different foundation. And that foundation comes from a book, the greatest book ever written on success. And I always refer to that because that's how I build my business, and that's my foundation for my business, and that's on this principle. Whoever desires to be great among you shall be your servant. Okay, comes right from Mark 10:43. And so I have, over the last 10 years, I have been building my business on this principle, and it served me really, really good. The beginnings were kind of rough. In fact, I want to take you a little bit behind the scenes, though, if you would, because this is a story of how I discovered and kind of broke through myself, of starting out completely from scratch, no money, no knowledge, no marketing experience, but I was just hungry, I don't know about your situation. I don't know how hungry you are, how bad you want to succeed, how dissatisfied you are with your current situation right now, how bad you want to break through. I don't know how ready you are. When you see your success, when you see it, how ready are you to grab it, right? I don't know any of that stuff, but I can tell you about myself. And maybe, in listening to me, maybe you can see yourself, and maybe you can see how you can apply some of the things that I used in my business that really helped me break through in a major way, how you can apply some of those principles in your business, and hopefully you break through, and hopefully you spread the ripple, because after all, that's the strategy, that's the reason why I do what I do, you know, and it's awesome. So my journey and a breakthrough, you know, how everything got started for me, and this is, you know, if I can leave you with one quote, you know, from me, and something that just kind of remember, you know, as you progress in your marketing journey, in this business entrepreneurship journey, and that is this, my friend: one single idea can make you a millionaire. One, right? You don't need a lot. A lot of people try to overcomplicate simple thing. You know, a lot of marketers try to overcomplicate and just use words and you know, and examples, and try to teach you in a way that get you confused, so you can buy more of their stuff. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I'm talking about here, but one idea, if implemented, can make you a millionaire. So just remember that. All right, here's how everything got started for me. I'm just going to go really quick to give you a little perspective, okay? And hopefully as you're listening and watching this, right, you can pick some of those golden nuggets, and then we're going to dive into exactly what I did to go from here, which is 2005. As you can see, this apartment, we had a one-bedroom apartment. I got married when I was 20 years old. You know, kids, right? But man, I wouldn't change a thing if I could go back. Absolutely love my wife to death. So we lived in this apartment here in 2005, right after I got married. Ghetto neighborhood. Man, I wanted to get out of that place so bad you couldn't even believe. You know, that's where we lived. And so in 2005, I had to borrow the money to get started in the business. And I was so fired up about this industry. You know, I'm going to be making money on the internet. I want to do this thing. I want to do this for my family. You know, I want to do this for my wife, for, you know, kids. One day we're going to have kids, right? If God gives us kids. You know, that was my why. That was my motivation in the beginning of this journey. And so I didn't have a lot of money. I was working, you know, at a banking industry, you know, but I was so fired up about this online business that I was so sure I'm going to make it. You know, I was fortunate enough, you know, to be able to, you know, find, you know, a good friend of mine loaned me the money to get started in the industry. And I got started. So I've invested my first 60 days into the business because I did not know what I was doing. I was green, right? I was promoting a business opportunity, a direct sales company in a business opportunity space. I've invested over $20,000 in different advertisement campaigns. And 60 days later, made exactly 0 sales, not a single sale. And you know, I don't know if you can put yourself in that position, if you know what I'm talking about. If not, it's difficult. You know, what I did is when I borrowed the money and when I started, I wanted to immerse myself. And so I wanted to, you know, I said, you know what, I'm going to do this, or basically it's going to be do or die for me. You know, and so I quit my job. I burned the bridges. You know, my wife didn't work at the time. I quit my job. And so here we are. We have no income coming in, and I'm totally depending on this internet marketing business to work out for me. And after investing $20,000 of borrowed money, didn't make a single sale. It was hurting. It was pretty bad emotionally. You know, I had to make a decision: do I pursue my dream, or do I go work for somebody else and try to pay the loan back? You know, and so I decided to pursue my dream. And so one thing led to another. You know, I had no plan B. You know, I don't know about your situation, my friend, but for me that was, I drew the line in the sand. I said, you know what, this is going to be it for me. There was no plan B. This either is going to work or I'm going to die trying. So I would stay up until 6 o'clock in the morning and try to understand this. And I was just fortunate enough. You know, I'm not somebody who's just like this special guy. I was fortunate enough to come across a mentor, somebody who mentored me and showed me how to do certain things in a certain way in this business. Okay, and I quote unquote got the secret. Right? What's the secret? Well, my friend, the secret is there is no secret, but the secret is this. Is you got to do certain things in a certain way. If you want to go from point A to point B very, very quickly, quicker than your competition, quicker than you have ever imagined, it's possible, okay? But you have got to do certain things in a certain way. We're going to talk about this in just a minute, okay? Now, when I started doing certain things in a certain way, when I started to apply some principles I'm going to be teaching you in this video here, within 90 days, same company that I was failing in previously, I didn't change the compensation plan didn't change, the product didn't change. I just changed how I was promoting and how I was marketing. 90 days later, I became #1 income earner in that same company. Joined another company, Later, became #1 income earner virtually almost immediately with that company. Became what's known as a super affiliate, and it's somebody who can drive a lot of sales for any company, anything that you're promoting. So I started promoting different affiliate products. I ventured into ClickBank offers. And this is back like 2000 and I think 2007 now, 2008-ish, right in there, right? And so let me show you what's possible here, right? What kind of results that I was generating as a result of doing certain things in a certain way, quote unquote, being a super affiliate, right? Here's a ClickBank shot here. As you can see here, $8,000 in a day, $30,000 in a week. These are some, weekly paychecks. This is money directly in your bank account. Pretty cool. I promoted a network marketing company. Never did internet marketing or network marketing before. Jumped into a network marketing company, decided to promote it and start building a team. Crushed the competition. As you can see here, this is one of the screenshots from a promotion that they had, or a competition contest that they had, right? Every single contest I participated in as a result of doing certain things in a certain way. My friend, remember this. If you're catching these little nuggets between the lines, what I'm talking about here, it's not about doing things. You see, a lot of marketers do things. A lot of marketers drive traffic to an offer and they don't know, they're just kind of shooting in the dark and they don't know what's going to happen. That's not how you want to build your business, unless you want to be a typical marketer. You've got to do certain things in a certain way, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain to you how I built my business that allowed me to go from nothing to over 100,000 per week in sales, like clockwork. Okay, so as you can see here, crushing my competition in promotions, winning cool stuff. This is a company I was a part of. $30,000 in cash for taking #1 spot in a competition of over 300,000 affiliates at that time. Winning supercars. This is another prize. I participated in another promotion, another contest. Again, this is what you can do as a super affiliate. This is what you can do when you do certain things in a certain way. This is what's possible, right? Imagine being able to win a Tesla supercar. It's like a $100,000 car, right? Just for making a bunch of money and driving a lot of sales to that company, to product that I did not even own. I was an affiliate. You see what I'm saying? So that was pretty cool. Here's the, I don't know if you can see that on the bottom left in the corner. It says this check is commissions based for the first quarter of 2013, almost $1 million, over $921,000 as an affiliate promoting this company's products, right? Building a team. Pretty cool. Same company, that same year, on the bottom left there, you can see 2013 annual earnings. This is how much it generated as an independent affiliate for that particular company. Again, commissions paid out to you, right? $2.8 million. So my friend, why am I showing you this? I'm showing you this just not to brag, that's the last thing I want to do, right? I'm showing you this to, #1, to get your attention, make sure that you're paying attention. And, unless you know how to do this kind of stuff, right, you might want to pay attention, because I'm going to be showing you how I was able to do all this coming from that ghetto neighborhood apartment. You see what I'm saying? And my friend, I believe you can do the same thing. I believe, maybe, I don't know what your ambitions are or your desires are, but I believe you can be great. I believe you can succeed in this big time when you start doing certain things in a certain way. So let's continue. They published us in our story in national publications. This is Home Business Connection magazine. There is this thing called Hall of Fame for network marketing, MLM Hall of Fame. For top earners in the industry. Out of over 20 million active distributors right now, according to their statistics, I came out to be #9 for that particular publication. #9 top income out of over 20 million people. That's pretty good, right? The Lord has blessed me, with the ability to, again, just be. I was able to get to understand how to build your business in a certain way, and this stuff applies to anything you do. I promoted autoresponders, where affiliate commissions like $5 per sale, actually less than that, built over $20,000 a month income with that. Any company I promoted, #1 income earner as a result of doing certain things in a certain way. Okay, so this obviously ultimately allowed me to build, and create a pretty good lifestyle for myself and for my family, and that's really, cool. These things are cool. It's all temporary, yes, but if you can provide your family a better lifestyle, why wouldn't you, right? Seriously, if you got a family, if you got loved ones, You know, if you can provide them a better lifestyle, why wouldn't you? And so that's I was just blessed enough, you know, and just, you know, when I look at these pictures, it's humbling to me, you know, that I was able to go from that apartment to, you know, to be able to give my family, you know, these kind of things in this life, you know. But I never forget this, you know, I never forget where I came from. And my friend, I want to tell you right now, look you through this camera into your eye, and I want to tell you, I believe you can do this. I believe you can succeed. I believe you can succeed big time. I believe you can have your breakthrough, and you can have your breakthrough starting tonight. I truly believe it, if you're hungry for it, you know. So I never forget this, and I also never forget this. By humility and fear of the Lord are riches and honor and life. You know, a lot of times we can bang our head against the wall, right? But again, my business, and I believe what really serves me is by basing my, you know, my why I do what I do is on this principle, right? By humility and just try to serve people, serve others. And today, my friend, I'm going to serve you. I'm going to serve you like, I don't know if anybody else will serve you the way I'm going to serve you tonight, because I'm going to share with you exactly what changed my life in the business world, right? And hopefully it can do the same thing for you, maybe better. Right? Who knows? So, you know what my real motivation now is, right? Now that I proved to myself that this stuff works, I started teaching it. I started to, you know, the same principles that were working for me, right? I started to tell it to my students. I started to create coaching groups and coaching, you know, memberships and things like that. And so started to see my students replicate my kind of successes, right? Take a look at this. This is what's driving me as of today, right? This is why I get up in the morning right now, is because of stuff like this. This is, you know, a couple of our students here, Paulo and Kappa. As you can see, affiliate checks, right? Over 100,000, over $48,000, and these guys started out from zero. This is another, you know, picture here that we took our team to. I believe this was either Miami or Hawaii, somewhere in there. You know, taking private yachts and just having a great time, right? Trying to make a difference for other people. Here's another picture. This is actually for one of the retreats that we did for, you know, for my group, for my coaching students. You know, we actually flew out to Hawaii and rented an entire island. In Hawaii. It's a private island, and we rented it out entirely for ourselves for an entire day. You know, they had to take us into over to the island in these little boats. As you can see here, that's one of the pictures of one of the groups. This is what drives me right now, my friend. It is the reason I'm showing you this is because to tell you it doesn't matter where you're coming from. I believe it doesn't matter how many times you failed in the past. If you failed 143 times before, you can succeed today. You can succeed starting today. Everything can be turned around for you today. You know, your past does not equal your future. What you do today is going to dictate what you're going to have tomorrow. Make sense? Take a look at this. Some of our students. Felix Castro, all right? I haven't posted here in a while, but I want to share my recent success to keep you guys motivated. This is my first real affiliate marketing online venture. $3,275 in just 3 days. Okay, real people. Some of these people never made a dime before. Special thanks to Vic Strizius for helping me save my life. Here's another one from Dave. Vic, you're the best ever. I qualified for the 10K challenge. That's just a promotion we did. And I said, hey, whoever of you guys, you know, to my students, makes $10,000, we'll go and we'll celebrate, right? And so these guys were racing, you know, to earn $10,000, promoting other people's products, right, as affiliates. So that was pretty cool. You know, he just sent me this message saying, hey, I just hit it. Let's see, not sure if you count this, but I'm at 9,500 already with additional over 2,000 pass up to you this month. So over $10,000 in a month, you know, they've made. BJ here, Vic, I'm officially over 10,000 this month for commissions for the 10K challenge. Again, you know, he's super excited. Here's another a message that I got from Darren. I can show you thousands of these, my friend, but just to give you an idea, right? Just to kind of, just to stir a little faith and hope in you, right? And just to tell you, look, you can do this. Certain things in a certain way, you know, you can probably do this thing too, okay? Take a look at this. Hey Vic, just thought I would PM you about HTA Level 2 Ninja retargeting method. I have been working on a couple campaigns trying to perfect it. Wow, dude. That traffic source is unbelievable. Out of 500 initial marketing deposit, I have spent a grand total of $8. So he spent $8, and I have counted 47 opt-ins so far in under 24 hours. That's not bad. That's like 90 cents per opt-in or something like that, right? Michael right here, you know, got my first commission, excited. Guys, you know, that's what fires me up, is people who have never succeeded applying this stuff that I'm going to share with you in this video and start succeeding, right? Wow, Vic, I just got my $3,000 commission sale, over 10,000 counting this month, and we're only on the 19th. Woohoo, praise the Lord. Amen, brother Mark. That's good. Bottom line, guys, is this. This stuff works, okay? I can show you thousands and thousands of case studies like this. This stuff works. The reason I'm showing you is to tell you and to prove a point. This stuff works, okay? So let's go ahead and dive into this, and I'm going to walk you through the recipe, right? This one thing, when I started to apply it, it's a concept. When I started to run my business based on one marketing concept that very few marketers understand, okay? And very, very fewer, okay, actually apply it in their business. That concept allowed me to create the kind of lifestyle that I was able to create, and our people were able to create, right? And that is this. I'm going to walk you through this right now. Here's how to become a super affiliate. The power of 5 is what I call it, okay? So I'm going to run through this real quick, and then we're going to dive into each of these individually. You might want to take notes, right now, right? So number 1 is clarity. Okay, this is your invisible power. Almost nobody's talking about this. But if you don't have that, most marketers don't. It's like that magnet, right? How do you, like, this is a magnetic whiteboard, right? If I put a magnet to it, it would stick. You don't see the power of the magnet, do you? You don't see the magnetism fields or magnetic fields or anything like that. It's invisible. But if I put this marker against this whiteboard, all right, it's going to fall. It's not going to stick. It doesn't have that magnetism to it. As a marketer, rule number 1, tip number 1, you've got to have a marketing magnetism, right? And I know it sounds a little voodoo, but it's actually very, very simple. We're going to talk about it in just a minute, okay? So number 2 is you got to have an offer or a product, and I call it your vehicle, right? So if you're going to go from point A to point B, if we're going to go from New York to LA, we've got to have a vehicle, right? We can take a bicycle, that can be our vehicle. We can take a car, we can take a jet, right? Or we can take a supersonic, fastest military airplane that goes as fast as the sound of, the speed of sound, right? It's different vehicles. And unfortunately, in this industry, a lot of people, metaphorically speaking, they're taking a bicycle trying to get from New York to LA, right? And so they're struggling. And then there is, they get to they get halfway or 30% or whatever, and then there's a big hill, right? And then they're on their little bicycle trying to make it, and then they cannot get over the hill. They can't get it. It's just not powerful enough, right? So you've got to have a vehicle. That's number 1. Now, second thing is what you need is strategic position. This is very, very important. Okay, a super affiliate, every super affiliate has a strategy for success. Okay, regular affiliates, regular marketers, typical marketers, they don't have that. So your strategic position is what I call your engine. Okay, your engine. So you can have a vehicle, that can be, I don't know, Honda Civic or something like that, right? That can be our greatest vehicle ever. That can be a Ferrari, right? Maybe a Bugatti or something. I don't know, I mean, there's tons of fancy cars out there, right? But you can have the coolest vehicle, your business opportunity or your product or your offer, and it's really, really great. It looks shiny. Everything is awesome, right? But that vehicle has no engine. Imagine. Would it get you from New York to LA? Absolutely not. Right? What if a Ferrari, right, you would put in an engine of a Honda Civic? Would it get you as fast? No. Right? When you encounter hills, right? See, the business, tip number 2 for you in business, if you want to be a super affiliate, forget the bicycle, forget the cars, right? Again, metaphorically speaking, go for the jet. Because a jet, when you go for a jet, you go like this. Boom. All right? That's what happens when you go to a jet. All these hills, all these obstacles, they're not there. Let your competition deal with this. You go straight line, bam, right? That's what I want to talk to you about right here, okay? Is how do you do that? So that's my advice number 2. All right, so strategic position is number 3. Number 4, you got to have a specific type of traffic, okay? In the marketing world, if you're selling a product, you want to go from 0, this is your product, and this is your journey, right? You're selling a product, you want to make $10,000. Well, you've got to drive, what's going to drive your product sales, right? And metaphorically speaking, this is for your vehicle, this is your fuel. Okay, so for example, imagine putting a diesel in a jet. Would it take you from point A to point B? It would crash, right? It would not go anywhere. Imagine putting diesel in a car, that's for gasoline, right? It's not gonna get you anywhere. You've got to use certain specific type of traffic for specific things. And I'm going to share with you some ideas when it comes to that. Unfortunately, a lot of people, what happens in this industry is they're just getting traffic. They're going blindly into this thing, not knowing what's going to happen, right? And they're crashing, and they're going against the wind. They're bashing smashing their head against the wall, and they're like, man, why can't I succeed? Because they don't understand a simple principle of marketing, okay? For super affiliates, okay? So we're going to be talking about that in just a minute here. All right, number 5, and this is the last one, right, is once you've got all the 4 above working, then what you do is you leverage and you scale, okay? And so this is metaphorically speaking, you put the pedal to the metal and you go full throttle. You go full force, okay? This is where you get on your jet and you just go boom. And you go around the world, my friend, and this is how I can, as I showed you the results, and there was a reason for me showing you all that result, is because, again, please understand, I don't need to brag. I don't need to, I'm happy as an affiliate. I don't need to, and I hate talking about, my results. I would rather focus on my students, which is a lot cooler, right? But I had to show that to you to prove a point that when you apply these things in order, just like I've outlined them to you right here, okay, you become unstoppable. Okay, so let's talk about some of these stuff right here, okay? Get clarity. So step number 1 is get very, very clear, okay? What is this? Well, this is your secret invisible power, okay? If you want to have that magnetic field, again, metaphorically speaking, to you as a marketer, if you want sales and commissions and money and people and opportunities and, just all the cool stuff to be attracted to you, don't be this. You've got to be a magnet. Does that make sense? How do you become a magnet? You get clarity, my friend. As simple as it sounds, most marketers are shooting darts in the dark, and they don't know where it's going to go. They're just like, oh, I'm just going to do this and see how it's going to work out. I'm going to do this, I'm going to see how to go. You've got to be super clear, my friend. This is going to give you invisible magnetism as a marketer. Trust me on this. I don't know, obviously, you might not know me, right? But I want, if you were standing here in front of me, okay, in my studio, if I could look you in the eye, right, I would say, you know what? If you want this bad enough, try it out. You have nothing to lose. Try it out. I think it's going to work for you because I would love for you to succeed. And then send me your testimonial and say, Vic, you changed my life. Thank you. That's ultimate. Try it out, right? So here, how do you get clarity? Well, you gotta get clear. Why do you want to become a super affiliate? Very, very simple, right? Why do you want to go from why do you not want to be a regular affiliate, right? Why do you want to mingle with your competition, right? What's the reason you want to be a super affiliate? Are you clear on that? Or do you just want to make an extra, $5,000? Why? Right? What is it going to do for you? Get very, very clear. So here's some suggestions maybe for you, right? Maybe you want to have that certainty. Maybe you want to be independent. Maybe you want to have a sense of certainty that, come tomorrow, you know exactly your family is taken care of. You know exactly what you need to do. You know exactly where the money is going to come from, and you're not depending on anybody else. You're not depending on your program, on your sponsor, on any traffic source, provider, or anything like that, right? You're an independent affiliate that knows how to write your own check in any company and anything you do, right? So a sense of certainty, would that be awesome, right? Maybe that's why. Maybe that's why you want to become a super affiliate. Maybe you want to have more confidence in yourself, right? If you're the provider for your family, for example, if you're a supporter in your family, right, a husband or wife, and you want to be confident in your ability to be able to provide the best that your family deserves, right? Sense of confidence. Maybe that's why. Maybe you want to, some people go for this. Maybe it's significance for you, right? Maybe you want to feel a little significant. Nothing wrong with that if that's your thing. To me, I don't really care about being significant or whatever, right? But, some people go for significance. Best lifestyle for your loved ones, right? Why not? I mean, if you can provide, a better lifestyle for your family, for your children, put them into, maybe private school, maybe a better college, maybe give them better education, maybe, just maybe take them on a vacation. I don't know what your desires are, right? But if you could do that, why wouldn't you? Right? So maybe it's that for you. Maybe it's for business purposes. Maybe you want to grow and leverage yourself in business, right? When you become a super affiliate, you have opportunities, right? Opportunity becomes attracted to you. So people hit you up now, right? And so people want to do more business with you. So maybe it's for that reason. Maybe you just want to contribute, right? Maybe you want to influence people. See, this is where I'm falling into right now. This is one of the biggest reasons right now for doing what I'm doing and for sharing these ideas with you, is because I want to influence people, right? I want to be able to change people's lives and create this ripple, okay, that those people who were affected as a result of maybe something I shared with them, maybe an idea or two, right? Now they can go out there and they can change other people's lives as well, and that's ultimate. So that's why I do this. Obviously, contribution, is important to me as well. So that's get clear, okay, my friend. Take a little time right now. Get clear on why you want to become a super affiliate, right? Write it down. Make sure it's written down for you. Let's move on. Let's talk about the product, all right? So product or offer. So when you're talking about product, this is a vehicle that will get you from point A to point B, right? Like we talked about here. Products are important, and there is different ways we can go about. I don't want to spend too much time. I just want to give you principles. I want to give you ideas, right? I want to give you the concept that you understand. And then I can help you. We'll give you an opportunity, if you want me to actually help you with all this stuff, I'll have that opportunity for you as well, right? But as far as the concept, here's how it goes. You can be an affiliate promoting other people's products or offers, which is really, really cool. I made a ton of money doing that, right? You don't even have to own the product. You don't have to store it. You don't have to deliver it. You don't have to do customer service. None of that stuff. You just promote, create, and get yourself an affiliate commission, right, for promoting. Pretty cool. You can do CPA network offers. Very similar, right? You can go to different CPA networks. It's kind of difficult to get into a CPA network, though, unless you are already a super affiliate and can prove it to them, right? But if you can get into a CPA network, you can promote some really, really cool offers, and a lot of times you don't even have to sell. You can just promote, an offer, and a lot of offers are email submits only. So, you drive traffic. Certain type of traffic, right? We talked about, we'll get to it in a minute here. And then as soon as people convert, you can start generating commissions, right? And I know some people who are generating over 100,000 a day from CPA networks. This stuff works. Maybe you're network marketing, direct sales, for your company. Maybe you're in one company already. Maybe you're looking to join one. That can be a vehicle, right? So there's different vehicles. Maybe you have your own product, okay? So this stuff can be applied to everything. Here's the best tip I can tell you about the product. My golden nugget for you, my friend, is this. Whatever it is you're promoting, okay, whether it's an affiliate, network marketing, your own, whatever, right? Here's the best tip I can give you about the product. Don't ever promote anything that you cannot or will not stand 1,000% behind. Don't promote a product just to make a buck, because you will be just like another affiliate and you will be going against the wind. It's been proven. I'm just telling you from my experience, right? And my advice to you is, if you're going to promote something, make sure that it's something you believe in. Make sure that it's something that, you can look somebody in the eye through a camera lens or in person or through a written email, right? And you can say, get this because this is good. Get this because this will change your life. If you cannot do that about your company or product, I suggest maybe find something else, because sales is a transference of feelings, my friend. How you feel about the product you're promoting, that's exactly what your customer and prospective customer will feel about it as well. Does that make sense? You with me? So it's very, very, very important. 98% of people out there, affiliates, they will not get this. They don't understand it. They're just pushing whatever they can push to make a quick buck, and then they're wondering why they're not successful. Okay? So keep that in mind, all right? Let's move on here. Let's talk about your strategic position. Your strategic position, this is what will make you stand out from the rest of the competition, okay? So this is, metaphorically speaking, this is your engine. It better be a good one, right? If you want to go fast, it better be a really good and powerful engine. So what is strategic positioning, right? Well, if you're going to do a promotion, you want to make sure that you have a hook, okay? For whatever it is that you're going to promote, you want to make sure you have a custom hook. Okay, what's a hook? Well, it's something that's going to trigger an interest. A hook is typically, so here, I'm just going to do this very quickly, okay? So a hook is your landing page, okay? Whatever is on the landing page, this is headline, and this is where you help people opt in, right? That's when they enter email, you have them opt in. Your hook, my friend, is whatever it is that you're promising them over here. So for example, for this training, what's the hook here? Well, the hook is how to become a super affiliate. That's the hook, okay? Perfect example for you. So make sure that whatever it is you're promoting, you're speaking directly to whatever your prospect, if this is your traffic, what do they want, okay? what's on their mind, what's the big problem they want to solve. So that is your hook. So you hook their attention, you get their attention, you keep their attention, right? So that's number one. Number two is lead magnet. Now lead magnet can go hand in hand with the hook. So hook is the big promise that's gonna grab their attention, right? And a lead magnet is a piece of content, it's a value that will explain, basically it's a piece of value that you give them in exchange for them opting in. All right. So, for example, in this example here, you just opted in, right, on a previous page, hopefully, and you wanted to learn how to become a super affiliate. You wanted to learn how to crush it. You wanted to learn about the one thing, which is this concept I'm explaining to you about, right, that took me from zero to raising myself to a super affiliate status, right, and generating over 100,000 per week in sales, right. So, my lead magnet is the very training that I'm presenting to you right now. That's a lead magnet. Does that make sense? So that's again, something for you easier to understand, especially if you're new. That might be helpful. Okay, so that's a lead magnet, and it can be a PDF. We can talk about that a little bit later as well. You want to have a landing page. Okay, so your strategic position. You're going to have a landing page that allows you to build your list. If you have a landing page and you're building somebody else's list, that's not a really good idea, because your list you can use later and you can engage them later and you can monetize it later, and that's your free money. This is your foundation of your business, is your list. Okay, so want to make sure you have that, building your list. And again, you build your list for future engagement and scale. Okay, like I already said. So very, very simply, okay, that's your strategic position. But that's not everything. We're going to talk a little bit about something else as well. Now, let's talk about specific type of traffic. My friend, this is where a lot of people get confused. I'm known as the traffic and conversion strategist in the industry. Early on in my career, I wanted to become the best, not just okay with traffic. I wanted to become the best at generating traffic. And I've pulled over 400,000 visitors a day in a single day to a website. I've generated over $600,000 in commissions in a single day as a result of knowing how to get traffic and how to convert traffic into leads and sales, right? So let's talk about specific type of traffic. You don't want to go after every or just any traffic that's out there, anything that you can get. Okay, it's very, very important. Consider this is like a fuel, like I already said, for your engine. All right. So if you want to have a car that's working well and the engine that runs well, you gotta fuel it right. So like, for example, if you have a Mercedes vehicle, you cannot put just a regular unleaded a 87 fuel in it, right? You got to go for 92. You got to go for the higher end, right? For the more expensive one. With the traffic, something similar happens. Okay, something similar. I'll explain to you. The traffic must be fast. This is my criteria for traffic. Okay, it must be fast, must be scalable, must be consistent. Okay. If it's not fast, scalable, and consistent, I'm not going to bother with it. Like, for example, if you only rely on JV traffic, which a lot of gurus out there do, it's not really scalable because there's only so many JVs in the world, right? It's not really consistent because they're not going to promote you all the time. If you're only depending on like, for example, SEO, right, search engine optimization, just getting free traffic, that's fine for a time being, but it's not really fast, and it's not really consistent because Google changes their algorithm all the time, right? And they can, you can be getting traffic today and you have no business tomorrow, right? If you're just relying on one traffic source, that's tip number 3 for you, right? Again, if you're paying attention between the lines, I'm just, giving you these ideas because it works. It works for me really well. So never depend on one traffic source alone, okay? You want to have at least 3. This way, if one goes down or whatever, you have other 2 that are working for you really, really well. And all 3 have to be fast, consistent, and scalable. Okay? So moving on, you got to have message to market match. So for example, I'll give you an idea. If you opted in right here to watch this video on the previous page, and let's say if the message was, you know what? Here is a software that allows you to click one button and you'll have $10,000 in your bank account tomorrow. Okay? And that's what you opted in for. And all of a sudden, here I'm talking to you about something that's not a software, and I'm talking to you about something different, right? There is a message to market mismatch. You see what I'm saying? Like, you would be like, man, what are you talking about here? Like, a super affiliate? I thought you were talking about a software that I can just click a button and get $10,000 in my bank account tomorrow. You see what I'm saying? Whatever you advertising, whatever your hook is, your headline, your message needs to be congruent and consistent with your marketing message for getting traffic your landing page, your sales funnel needs to be congruent and consistent. Okay. So keep that in mind. Again, I can teach you all that stuff if you want to as well. Top 3 super affiliate traffic sources. This is a big question, right? How would you like to know the top 3 traffic sources for super affiliate? Would you like to know that? Like, if you want to be a super affiliate, now what would be the top 3 traffic sources you would focus on, right? This is a question I get a lot. Well, here's my answer for you, my friend. Okay, here's my answer. Ready for it? Here it is. Number 1. Virtually nobody talks about this because most people don't understand it. It's called data aggregation and instant leverage. Okay, let me show you how that works real quick. Okay, so we're gonna keep this a workshop style, my friend, right? And so I'm gonna do this really quickly because is this making sense, by the way? Are you with me on this? Is this making sense? I hope it does. I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible here for you, but at the same time, I wanted to make sure that, I don't cut any corners in not giving you the information that you really need, at least to focus on, right? So take a look at this. If you have been in the industry for any period of time, a lot of people will tell you, go buy solo ads, go to these traffic resellers and just buy clicks, right? Great. It worked really well a while ago. Not so much right now. Okay, and you might know exactly what I'm talking about if you have been doing that kind of stuff. Here's what happens. You have these traffic resellers right here. They're selling, hey, $1 per click, $1.95 per click. Maybe this guy's going to sell it for 80 cents per click, right? And they're going to tell you, hey, you know what? Get 5,000 clicks. I'm going to sell you this traffic. Great. Well, what a lot of people don't realize is what's going on above that layer, right? So you're paying $1 a click. They're getting it from another guy who is a sub-broker, right? We'll call him sub-broker, and he's getting this traffic. Maybe instead of $1, he's getting it for 50 cents, right? And then maybe they're getting it at, maybe this guy's getting it for 30 cents, right? Well, above that guy, there's a broker, okay? And this broker is getting traffic for maybe 5 cents, okay? 5 cents per click, right? Now, where this traffic is coming from, it's coming from data aggregation. Okay, this is almost impossible to get here unless you know what you're doing, and unless you have like super cool connections. Okay, so ultimately, my friend, the name of the game right now for super affiliate, if you want to be a super affiliate, nobody's doing this except us. We do this in High Traffic Academy, by the way, and so it's an ability to teach people, to teach affiliates how to generate your own traffic where you don't have to depend on traffic reseller, where you don't have to pay $1. If you can tap into a data, right, a pool of data, and everything is data. You look at every transaction you make, every website you visit, data is everything. And if you learn how to tap into data, okay, what we just call a data center, okay? How to tap into data, get this data. What's a data? It can be an email. If you want to do if you want to send out an email, you want to do maybe a phone broadcast or something like that, right? Your data center, you get this data super cheap, okay? You tap in, you get the data. Maybe you want to get 100,000 records or a million records or whatever, right? You put them through a special process, okay? I'm just gonna outline it with a funnel, okay? So it goes through scrubbing, whatever the spelling is, I'm not concerned about spelling, right? It goes through validation, etc., and then it goes into a mail house. Okay, and then you mail a creative that goes into your opt-in page. Okay, your opt-in page, and that's where people opt in. They go to your list. All right, you're building your list. And obviously, from there, they go to your sales page, and this is where you make money. Okay? Now, this process, instead of paying $1 a click, like most people in this industry, right? Instead of paying $1 a click, you go directly to the source. There's a couple challenges. How do you set all this up, right? Well, very few people know how to do this. That's something we do inside of High Traffic Academy. This is just an idea for you. If you're a High Traffic Academy member, obviously you know what I'm talking about. We have we started a very special project called Decoding Data, right? Or we give our members an ability to go straight here, right? And set this whole thing up themselves, and now you're in charge of your own traffic. Now you're the boss. Now you're the man. Now you're the lady, right? Now you don't have to ever depend on anybody, because you can tap into billions and billions and billions of records, constantly updating, and you never have to depend on anybody for traffic. That makes sense? Pretty cool, yeah? Nobody's talking about this. Very, I can count on one hand how many marketers actually know this kind of stuff. We're one of them, right? And see, what we do inside of High Traffic Academy is we're actually now we're just starting this to where we're allowing our members to go here and bypass all this stuff, right? Saving yourself a bunch of money and making a lot of money in the process too, right? That's number one. In my opinion, this is the best traffic source to become a super affiliate ever. Traffic source number two, right, is search marketing and PPC, including video YouTube PPC. Okay, so if you're going to do that, see, it's wide open now. It used to be that a lot of people promoted on pay-per-click, especially Google pay-per-click and stuff like that, and Google AdWords. Now Google wiped out everybody, so the territory is open, right? And those marketers who understand how to do it properly and who can play by the rules, it's a virgin territory for them. Now we're able to get clicks from some of these pay-per-click marketing campaigns for as low as 6 cents per visitor, okay? It's unbelievable. 80 cents per visitor, 4 cents per visitor, depending on what kind of keywords you're going after. It's unbelievable. Right now, if you can tap into that, there's going to be another gold mine of yours. Okay. Number three is media buying. This media buying is basically what you do, big rollouts with like banners, and you buy media space on the internet. Really good for consistency and scalability. Okay, and again, we teach all this stuff inside of High Traffic Academy. If you're a member, again, my friend, I don't have the luxury of time right now to go into great details, because we could be here, like for example, pay-per-click traffic or media buying, that course alone, we can be here for 4 hours, where I can teach you all the ins and outs, and that's exactly what I do inside of High Traffic Academy. But I wanted to condense the information, at least give you ideas right here. Does that make sense? 3 things to focus on for traffic that will allow you to become a super affiliate, and you can precisely target your offer and message to market match. Okay. Final step right here: leverage and scale. Okay, how do you leverage and scale? Well, this is where you strategically engage and use systems that multiply your business virtually overnight. Okay, this is where you get traffic and sales multiplier, and you engage that, and you turn 1 visitor into 5 at 0 additional cost. Very advanced stuff, material, my friend. But this step can be actually optional, but it would be pretty cool for you to to learn, at some point in time. Again, this is for advanced, but I wanted to include this here. So you have a full picture, okay, what this looks like. And I engage and use this in my business all the time. So it increases a sales volume while decreasing your ad spend. Okay, so that's what happens when you deploy this particular layer in your business, and you tap into syndication, and you activate all kinds of virality methods, for taking what's working for you already, right, and then just multiplying it, and then it just multiplies. Okay, very cool. Again, we can talk about this. If you do decide to come, join High Traffic Academy at one time or another, right, then I can teach you all this stuff, ins and outs of all this stuff. But does this make sense to you, my friend? Do you see how this is a little bit different, okay, than perhaps from what you may have seen out there? I can break it down even simpler here for you, my friend. Here's, at the end of the day, okay, if you want to keep it super simple, here's what I suggest you do. I'm going to give you a snapshot here, okay? That's what Vic is going to do for you on this big old giant whiteboard. Okay. Now, where's my marker? All right, here's my marker. Come on, whiteboard, dry. Cool. So, everything boils down to 3 things. If you want to be very successful at promoting any product, any company, any niche, any time, from what I've learned over the last 10 years, my friend, that allowed me to build an incredible lifestyle that, when I think about that apartment that I lived in, it's humbling, it's inspiring, it's motivating, and it makes me want to serve even more and give even more to people. Right, and that's it's awesome, because that's exactly what we do now, and I'm going to tell you how you can join us if you want to. But at the end of the day, it comes down to 3 things. It comes down to, you need to understand and master Traffic, obviously, everybody will tell you. There's a lot of people teaching traffic. Very, very few know it. Okay? You need to understand how to capture the traffic and create your own list, okay, that you can tap into for future. And you need to understand how to convert. So if you can get traffic, you learn how to capture traffic, and you learn how to convert traffic into leads and sales, you, my friend, are a super affiliate. Okay? So what I'd like to do is this. There's a whole bunch of stuff that I just don't have the luxury of time right now to be talking about. I wanted to give you a snapshot. I wanted to give you a concept. I wanted to give you this blueprint, right? Let me ask you this. As you're watching this, I don't know you. If you have stuck around up to this point, okay? I want you to lean closer a little bit because I want to ask you a question, my friend. My question is this. Honestly, give me an answer to this question. Would you like to draw a line in the sand today? Not tomorrow, today. Separate yourself from the failing 97% group, stand out, become a super affiliate, and forever change your destiny. I don't know your situation. I don't know what you've been dealing with. I don't know what struggles you're going through, what brick walls you're hitting right now. I don't know any of that stuff. But I do know one thing, you have greatness within you. I know one thing, you can have a big breakthrough in your business. Whatever you're going through is not permanent. It's temporary. Okay? My question is are you ready? Would you like to do this? Would you like to do this following? Would you like to work and be coached directly by me and learn how to create a magnificent internet marketer's lifestyle? I don't know, maybe yes, maybe not. You answer. Would you like to be able to crush your competition and become a top income earner in whatever company that you're a part of right now if you are? Don't just be another affiliate, right? But just go out there and crush it. Be at the top of the leaderboards all the time, right? Win all the cool stuff. Would you like to do that? I don't know. Would you like to use would you like to be able to use the same marketing campaigns that I use personally, watch over my shoulder, see how I do it all, and model it in real time? In other words, how would you like to run next to me right here and see what I'm doing right now in the business that's working, that you can model right away for your business? That's how a lot of our people are seeing tremendous success with what we do. Would you like to do that? Would you like to do this? Would you like to be able to start from scratch? Right? Again, maybe you have no marketing experience, and allow me to virtually take you by the hand and help you get the right offer, select your vehicle, right? Create a winning campaign, create your engine, metaphorically speaking, make sure it's powerful, and help you launch it and scale it. In other words, run it with you. Would you like to do that? What would it do for you, right? My friend, would you like to finally have your big breakthrough that perhaps you have been waiting for a long time? I don't know. You answer that. Right? The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to convince you or try to pull you into anything. But here's what I can say to you. If you have stuck around this far, and if you're here still, right? If you said yes to any of those questions above, here's what I want to do for you. My friend, I want to invite you to join our HTA family right now. Do it right now. This will be the best decision you will ever make. Let me tell you why. This is not a typical coaching program. This is a community like none other, okay? A whole other frequency. Imagine this. Imagine all other marketers right here. All the courses you purchased are right here. And these are different frequencies, right? Some of them are cool. Some of them are super, crappy. But let me get this marker right here. All right, so this is a workshop. And then imagine High Traffic Academy. You're on a whole other frequency, man. You're like totally out of reach for everybody else. That's the kind of community that we are, right? High traffic, really, really cool. I'm going to give you a demo here in just a minute here, right? We have one focus, we have one mission, my friend, and that is this: to turn ordinary marketers into extraordinary superstars and create a ripple effect. Would you like to join a vision? Would you like to join a mission? Would you like to join us on a journey to creating something positive, to engineering something great? Would you like to join us on a journey to make other people successful, starting with yourself? I'll tell you, money can't buy that, right? And I'd like to invite you, if you feel compelled, if you would like to do that, I'd like to give you that opportunity. In fact, let me give you a quick HTA tour, okay? So you might not be familiar with High Traffic Academy. Let me give you a quick tour. So this is, as of right now, right? It's constantly getting updated and changing and improving and all that stuff. But here's the back office of High Traffic Academy as of right now. We have a summit coming up here. So, you can still, probably join us depending on when, if you do decide to join us. But here's, we'll go to getting started here, right? So we'll go to get started, just to give you an idea of what the back office members area looks like right now, okay? So take a look at this. We have, oh my goodness, over 1,000 comments right now just on the getting started page alone. Look at what this community is all about. Look at this. This is, our community right here. Finally, I'm on the right track. No more struggling. This is members talking. Right, members talking between one another. I mean 100%. Vic, thank you, Vic, in advance. Blah blah blah. Listen, you can just, I'm just gonna scroll like this, and you can just take it at a glance. Right, never give up on your dream. Vic, listen, this is a community like you have never ever seen before. I'm with you, no going back. People are changing their lives every single day. I'm gonna click on more comments. Look at this. Look at this, my friend. Over 1,000 comments over here. Look at. You can just pause the video if you want to read some of them, but for the time's sake, I'm just gonna scroll down here, right? Listen, we have a community like none other, okay? This is absolutely incredible. Let me show you the actual training. So, High Traffic Academy core, the main curriculum consists of 3 different parts, actually 4 different parts, okay? There is capture mastery, okay? I told you, number 1 thing you need to master is capture mastery. How do you capture traffic? Before you even get traffic, how do you capture it in a way that is monetizable? How do you get the most out of the traffic that you're getting? So over here in Capture Mastery, when you go here, click it, it's going to give you a whole, set of tutorials and modules that walk you through specifically how do you do that, right? So the 7-figure blueprint, the strategy examples, everything is like virtually me taking you by the hand. Everything is in video format. Now you learn about traffic mastery, right? Now take a look. When we go to traffic mastery part of the course. We have all different traffic methods that you can implement right now today, okay, in Traffic Mastery. And these are all fast, scalable, and consistent traffic methods, okay? And then we have Conversion Mastery. See the 3 pillars I was talking to you about? That's what HTA is all about. That's what we do. What I do in my business right now, that's exactly what I teach inside of High Traffic Academy. Does that make sense? All right? So Conversion Mastery, right, is we teach you how to convert, how to monetize your traffic so you never have to depend on anybody else, right? And then we have advanced material here as well, and some bonus stuff here. That's really, really super ninja stuff. And, we show you how to dominate on YouTube. We talked about YouTube PPC being really, really hot right now. Well, guess what? You get to learn exactly how to do that. You get to learn how we get traffic for as low as 6 cents. Right, per visitor. Super hot, super targeted, converting it over 80%. It's incredible. You'll learn how, if you're into SEO, hey, we got an expert on that one. If you want to learn all these different things, including CPA, right, it's there for you. Okay, my friend? So this is just the core training of High Traffic Academy. Obviously, we have, live streams, and we have, the replays, and we get together with members all the time, and that's where you see your replays. There is also HTA Elite, which is a whole other level. Let me show you this. Okay, HTA Elite, my friend, is not your. I can go head to head with anybody else in the industry right now, and I can say, you know what? Nobody will be able to come even remotely close to what we got here for our family members inside of High Traffic Academy. Mission 1000. So I just had this idea, right? I said, look, if I was getting started from zero right now, right, and if I wanted to build my income up to 1,000, or build my list to where I'm getting 1,000 opt-ins, not visitors, 1,000 opt-ins to my list every single day. How would I do that? How would I structure my campaigns? What offers would I promote, right? How would I create a campaign? How would I optimize it? How would I scale it? How would I go if I had no money or very little money? How would I do that? And so this idea just popped in my head. I said, you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. Knowing what I now know, I'm going to do this, and it's going to be super raw, super uncut, no editing, very real, very raw, right? So that's exactly what I do, is I start from an idea, conceiving an idea, and I just let the camera roll, and I capture every step that I make. People absolutely go crazy over it because this stuff is unlike anything else you have ever seen. The closest thing that I've seen that somebody, just sharing ideas, not necessarily showing you how to do it, right? And people charge upwards of $50,000 for something similar like that. but not even as elaborate, right? So here you get to actually see over my shoulder what I do on the computer as I make every single move. So really, really incredible. Elite Monthly, where you get to learn what's working now, right? What am I doing in business right now? What kind of split tests we're doing? What's working now? You can ask me any question, get an answer via video format. You can learn all about traffic, what's working now. We test different traffic sources, and HTA now becomes like a better business bureau for traffic. Okay, so if you want to know, okay, if I go here, will the traffic be good or not? Right, so we have a black list, we have a white list, and so you'll know if it's if a traffic provider or a traffic source or an agency or a network is on a blacklist by HTA, you better not go there because it's been proven, right, that it's not a good source. You have a white list, boom. See, it takes away all of the confusion. It takes away all the possible, hey, am I going to fail with this or not, right? Live trainings, the vault, I mean, everything. And here's the decoding data, I was talking to you about, where we teach you how to aggregate your own data, how to become the traffic machine yourself. My friend, here's what I'm going to tell you. Look you in the eye right now, and I'm going to tell you this. This is the best place in existence, okay? And if you want to be a super affiliate, I would love to be able, I would love to have an opportunity to coach you and welcome you to our family here. All right, so that's that. Now I'm just gonna go back here real quick. Of course, you got the tools and resources. You've got a bunch of things here. You got the community, certified partners. And I'm just gonna go back to the presentation. This was a little preview here for you, right, my friend? What I want to do now is I actually want to introduce you to the leadership of High Traffic Academy. So who's behind? Who is at the steering wheel of this family, of this community, and what we do. So here's the leadership of High Traffic Academy. So there's three partners. There's myself. There's Jason McLean, and Jason McLean, he is actually a founder and CEO of a very, very high-end marketing firm right now, marketing agency, and they coach and they deal with, they provide marketing concepts, and they provide services for companies that do upwards of $100 million in sales. The insurance companies of the world, and so he is also a part of High Traffic Academy in leadership. And he's bringing that perspective and teaching you, right, what works in that. So very, very reputable guy, superhuman, I can tell you that. Dan Ziegler, decoding data, he's in charge of that. I have been in the industry for 10 years, since 2005. I don't know anybody who knows more about data and who has access to more data than Dan. And so Dan is also a part of High Traffic Academy, actually a partner in High Traffic Academy as well. And so we're taking his resources and bringing them to our members, to our family members. And it's not available anywhere else outside of High Traffic Academy. But if you want to be able to learn and have an ability to get the tools, to get the, to get the knowledge, to get the resources, to be able to get your own traffic, to create your own traffic, to dig your own well of fresh water out of which you're going to drink, right? Metaphorically speaking, obviously. Dan is actually walking through that program, and actually we're starting that tonight, as a matter of fact. So it's a perfect timing for you right now. And all the courses are recorded. Obviously, all the trainings are recorded, and so it's that. Now, here's the faculty of High Traffic Academy. Now, faculty, of course, there's myself teaching, there's Jason teaching, there's Dan teaching you, right, and bringing perspective. There is also Josh Roche, and Josh Roche, let me tell you about this guy. He's a chief marketing officer for McLean Concepts, which is a very, very high-end marketing agency. Again, these guys, do campaigns for companies that do 10 million, 20, 30, 40, $80 million in sales, that kind of stuff. And he is a pay-per-click master. I don't know anybody else who knows pay-per-click better than Josh. So let me give you just this one example. So he took a product around $200, in sales, or a price point about $200 for a product that was doing poorly. He took it. Just with pay-per-click alone, he scaled it up to do over $6 million a year. Just pay-per-click alone. Okay? So he is bringing his education and his level of expertise into High Traffic Academy and teaching you exactly how to do it, how to apply this to your business. Okay? Angelo Lombardo is also a faculty member. As of right now, and he is currently an executive at the Coca-Cola company, right? So he runs a marketing division for part of Coca-Cola, right? So this gentleman right here, Angelo, he brings his offline business, and I mean, how would you like to learn from somebody who runs a marketing division of a Coca-Cola, right? And bring that perspective, apply it into your marketing business here as an online marketer. Man, your business explode because you have totally different perspective. You see what I'm saying? Now you become unmatched. Your competition cannot even compete with you because you have all these perspectives and ideas and access to all these people here, right? Again, only in High Traffic Academy, and obviously we're bringing out more people as well for faculty. But this is the best of the best when it comes to marketing. Now, here's something else, my friend. Succeeding could not be simpler than HTA with HTA, right? So here's how we roll here, right? We work with you as soon as you start. Okay, so let's say I'm going to assume you have no product, you have no website, you have very little money. How do you start, right? Well, we pick a product or an offer. Remember I told you affiliate is probably the easiest way to get started, right? Here's what we do. We set you up and we get you instant approval on a private CPA network. Okay, as a member of High Traffic Academy, boom, it's done. Okay, we help you through our connections, we help you get approved instantly. Okay, it's very difficult to get approved on CPA networks. We get you approved here instantly so we can get access to offers. So I can help you select the right offer to promote. Make sense? Right away. So we help you with strategic positioning, okay, done with you. Again, you get to run side by side with me, get to watch exactly what I do, we get you the tools, trainings, everything is there. We then focus on traffic. Obviously, that's what we do best, right, is traffic generation. So you get to learn all about traffic generation. You become independent when it comes to getting traffic and marketing as an affiliate, right? So that's a really, really cool thing. And then when you're ready for scale and leverage, right, obviously, you got that as well with HTA, okay? Now, here, I'm going to tell you this. The question probably in your mind right now is how much is this, right? Well, I'm just going to tell you straight up. I'm not going to, hide around the bush or walk around the bush. Here's what's going on right now, my friend. I'm going to be totally straight up with you. High Traffic Academy membership is $2,000 a year, okay? A lot of people pay that. We have over 5,000 members right now active and counting daily, right? Here's what I'm doing right now. On this page, when you're watching this video, there should be a button right below this video that should pop up, right? I'm doing a marketing experiment. I'm a marketer. I'm in the trenches. I'm doing things. So I'm constantly looking for, hey, what's working? What about this idea? What about this idea, right? So you may have an opportunity, unlike anything else that you will ever come across when it comes to High Traffic Academy right now, okay? So here's what's going on. If you would like to become a member of High Traffic Academy, and if you do it within the next 2 hours of getting to this point in the video, okay, the timer should be right below this video now, you'll be able to get 75% off original price and get yourself locked in, okay, so meaning your price will not go up. So you're saving yourself virtually over $1,500 right now, okay, if you do it over the next 2 hours, before the timer gets to zero. When the timer gets to zero, the price automatically doubles. So it's going to go from $497 to $997 automatically. Okay? Even if you stay on the same page, and if it's not based on your IPs or cookies or anything like that. It's technology behind this thing. So it's going to convert automatically to double. Okay. And so that's a marketing experience I'm doing right now. Experiment I'm doing right now. Some people came to us and they're like, Vic, I would really, really, really love to become a part of High Traffic Academy, but I just don't have $497, right? And that's fine. What you can do is we have a monthly, very, very super affordable monthly payment option if you want to be a monthly member, right? So what you can do is you can enroll there as well. So it's going to give you two options. Now the price, when the timer below the video gets to zero, which is probably going to happen sometime over the next 2 hours, the price on both options will automatically double, okay? And so when you come back later, you will see a price that's doubled. Okay, and so you feel free to enroll at that time again, and then it's going to double again after that, and it's going to stay there for again. This is a marketing experiment we're doing right now. Here's my friend. Here's what I'm going to do. Most people, when they see this, immediately make a decision to enroll now. Here's why. Number one, you get the education. Obviously, if you want to become a super affiliate, there is no better place to learn how to do that. And I would love to have an opportunity to coach you. I've coached over 81,000 or 89,000 students or something crazy like that. And it's very satisfying. It's very rewarding to see people succeeding. Okay? If you are ready for it, I would love to have that opportunity to have you be a huge case study as another member of High Traffic Academy. Okay? That's obviously the big reason. Reason number two is for the discount. The timer is real. The discount is real. If you would like to enroll, check it out. Right, you can get started. Obviously the annual option is the best because you're saving yourself almost more than like 60% probably. My math is not really good, but if you can't afford it, go with that. If you cannot, go with a monthly. Get inside. Right, let us help you. Plug into the community. You'll be able to start get started immediately, right? We'll get on the webinar and we'll welcome you and we'll run with you. I think it's going to be one of the best decisions you will ever make in your business career. And my friend, I can promise you that. And of course, you're covered by the 30-day money-back guarantee with anything we do here as well, right? Now, here, let me give you another thing here. I'm going to give you a quick sneak peek of what's going on right now within High Traffic Academy. So we're running a campaign together right now within High Traffic Academy. Right. Again, remember, I set you up with a campaign. I set you up with, what to promote, what's converting best right now, right? How to get traffic, how to set up all that positioning. A lot of stuff is done for you within High Traffic Academy. All you need to just do is just run it, right? It's really, really easy. So just to give you an idea of how well, this current campaign that we're doing is doing, right? Is here. Take a look at this. This is just logged in here to the back office here. So in sales today, right? This is sales coming in. So far today, it's almost $20,000 in sales came in. Yesterday, right? $24,000 in a single day. Over the last 7 days, $140,000. Over the last 7 days, over the last 30 days, over $665,000 came in, right? So this is a campaign that you can participate in right now. Right, and so we created it, we're running it. A lot of people are making a lot of money. Obviously, as affiliates promoting this. Again, we have our private connections and things like that within High Traffic Academy to other CPA networks, and again, this private network will get you set up with. You'll be able to get plugged in, and if you would like to get, to run a campaign like this, you'll have an opportunity to do that, right? Again, it's a lot of this stuff is insider information, and it's only available to our members. My friend, listen, I'm not here to try to convince you. I will never try to pull you into anything that you don't want to go into, right? Here's what I want to do for you. I want to give you an opportunity to become free, if you're ready for it. I want to give you an opportunity to succeed. I want to give you an opportunity to break through. I want to give you an opportunity to become a super affiliate once and for all, if you're ready for it. I have been blessed, and again, it's so humbling. I can't even believe, the Lord blessed me with what He blessed me with, and gave me an opportunity to come across a mentor at one time in my life, that allowed me to just completely transform my life and for my kids and for my wife, and it's just super humbling. It's an incredible feeling, right? I want to be that mentor for you. If you resonate with my style, if you resonate with obviously, here's the thing. You're watching this right now. If you stuck around this far, here's what I'm going to tell you. Listen to your heart. Listen to what your heart is telling you. If your heart is telling you go for it, I say give it a shot, right? You got nothing to lose, absolutely nothing. If you don't resonate, great. There's obviously other mentors. At least you have ideas. You have a concept that you can apply in your business right now, right? It's working really, really well. So my friend, you know what to do best, right? If you would like to become a member of High Traffic Academy right now, your opportunity is here. This is the best opportunity. It will not get better than this. When the timer below this video reaches 0, the opportunity is gone. You can still enroll, but you're gonna have to pay double the price, okay? My invitation to you is allow me to mentor you. Allow me to show you a better way. Allow me to help you become a better marketer. Allow me to teach you how to crush it, if that's what you want. All right? Listen, my friend, thank you for sticking through. I hope you got a few nuggets from this video, right? And if you do make a decision to become a High Traffic Academy member, join our family, it will be one of the best decisions you will ever make in your life. And I promise you that one. Okay? I can look you straight in the eye through this camera and I can say this will be the best decision you will ever make for your business. And I can guarantee that. Okay? I look forward to seeing you inside. God bless you, and I'll see you around. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.